It is really simple to set up SQL Server on your local computer so that you can replicate databases as well as test queries and connections. In this video, let me show you the end-to-end process of installing SQL Server as well as SQL Server Management Studio on your computer, load up some sample data, and use queries to test everything. Let's go. Go to the Microsoft SQL Server downloads page and grab the SQL Server 2022 Express. This is a free program that you can use to practice SQL on your computer. Once you have downloaded, click on the file to begin the installation. Let's go through the custom installation so we can select what we want on our computer. Feel free to change the location of this media. When you click on install, it's going to start the download process for the SQL Server and eventually open up the installation center page where you can actually configure everything about the SQL Server on your computer. So we can select different things here. I would like to add a new SQL Server standalone installation or add features to existing installation. So that's the first one. Let's read through the whole thing here. Accept the licensing terms. Next. I'm not going to check this, but feel free to check that if you want. There is a warning on my firewall. I'm just going to click on that. There are some rules on what ports to allow. For now, I'll just click OK as it's just a warning. And next. And if you do have Azure membership or some sort of login details, you can set this up. As I want to use the SQL Server on my local computer and not on the cloud, I will disable this. And here are all the features that we are going to select. So we're also going to enable the local DB. And finally, here is where the program is going to sit. It's going to sit in my C drive program files, Microsoft SQL Server. Feel free to adjust all of these things as per your needs. I'm not going to mess with any of these things. Next. You can name your SQL Server instance anyway. I'm going to call this as Chandoo SQL Server. And when you connect to it, this is the name that you are going to use. I think in this screen, we can configure how the SQL Server should start, whether it starts automatically every time your computer runs or manual or disabled. You can adjust this. I'm not really going to change any of these things. There are various configurations that you can do here and how you want to log into your database as an administrator. For now, I'm just going to leave this to Windows authentication mode, which means if you logged into Windows, you can also access SQL Server. But if you want, you can kind of set up more advanced users here and change some of these things. Again, I don't really know many of these. I'm not going to mess around with that. I'll just click next. And hopefully that should install SQL Server 2022 on my computer and give me administrator privileges through my Windows login. So now my SQL Server installation is complete. I'm going to close this and go back here. And next we want to select the Management Studio option and install the SQL Server Management Studio. Otherwise, what happens is you do have a SQL Server, but you have no way of talking to it. So let's click on this. This is going to take you to another web page where you can download the SQL Server Management Studio. If you go down on this page, you'll find a download link for the latest version of SSMS. Just grab it and install that as well. In the SSMS installation screen, again, there are lots of options which all seem very confusing and unnecessary to me, but feel free to check anything. For example, if you want to connect to a semantic model and do some querying against that or build measures or whatever, you can enable that. But again, I don't really want to set up any of these. So I'm just gonna use the core components, which is the basic SQL Server Management Studio. And let's just install. Again, you can change the location. I'm not really going to change any of this. Okay, so this is done installing. Let's launch this. I'm going to skip the process for that. And here we are in the SQL Server Management Studio. So once we are inside, you can see the browse option. From here, I'm going to select the local, and here is the local server. The server address would be usually your computer name / whatever is the name of the server we have mentioned during the installation process. So once you select that, tap on the connect button, and it does require encryption. So I'm gonna just say trust the server certificate and leave the Windows authentication for that and connect. And bingo, we are now in our SQL Server. And within this, you can expand the database section and see any databases. Right now, as this is a new installation, I really do not have any databases. So the next step would be to import a database into this and then start writing queries against it. Let's go ahead and create a database and add some records to it. For this, I'm gonna right click on the databases and add a new database. We are gonna name this database as AC, short for Awesome Chocolates. And we are going to load up the Awesome Chocolates data here. So once you set this up, you can kind of customize the rest of the options. I'm just going to click OK, and that adds a local database called AC. So now that we have a database, let's go ahead and import some flat files into it. For this, you can right click on this and go to tasks and use import flat file. You can also, if you have got a import statement as a big SQL, set up a new query and run it there. But I'm just going to show you this process. So import flat file, and I'm going to show you the folder where my files are. These are all CSV files, sample data for Awesome Chocolates. We have got geography, people, products, and sales data. And let's import. And from here, I'm going to grab one of the CSVs, for example, the geography file, and open it. And then you can give it a name. I'm going to leave the name as geo. Next, it will show you a preview of the data. This looks all right to me. And then you can select which column is a primary key. For example, geo ID is a primary key and it says money, but this should actually be. So I'm going to select varchar, finish this, and success. We now have our very first table. Close this and you can see the table here. Here is our geo table. And you can right click on this. For example, you can select the rows from it. This only has 6 rows, all the 6 geographies in which Awesome Chocolates operates. So geo ID, geo, and then region. You can repeat this process for each of the CSV files to bring all of the tables from Awesome Chocolates dataset into the local SQL Server. I'm going to just time lapse that. For the sales data 2025, I'm renaming this as shipments. So for some reason, these ID columns are thought to be money. So I'm going to change them as varchar 50. And shipment ID is the primary key. And let's try this. So once all the tables are imported, you can right click on the database and refresh it. And from the tables, we should be able to see all the 4 tables of Awesome Chocolates. So now that the tables are here, we can write queries on them. For example, you can just select the top 1000 rows of the shipments, or you can build more complicated queries. So there you go. That is how you can set up SQL Server on your local computer and use the SQL Server Management Studio to query against the data. If you do have any questions or doubts, feel free to leave a comment below so that I can help you out. Thanks for watching, and if you enjoyed this so far, give it a like and share it with some of your friends. Bye.